Nope, this isn't clickbait. This has actually happened. So yesterday on the 15th of December, there was a guy who came on the GrizzlyFi International official Telegram, and he was talking about how much money he has lost investing into GHNY, and he's gonna sue the team, etc. Now, I took the liberty of taking screenshots of this just to, prove what I'm saying. I also hid some of the members' messages. I kept my own just because I don't have their consent, so I decided not to share whatever they said. But of course, you can go on Telegram, and if you see the history, you'll see it there. And they didn't insult him or anything, but just trying to understand and make him understand that whatever he's saying is a bit of a stretch here. So here it is. He came on the chat. He said, "I lost X amount of money, and this investment was my worst. This is a Ponzi scheme. I have whatever on-chain proof of fraudulent activities. I'm gonna be suing them and launch a class action lawsuit in Dubai, etc., etc." And yeah, so I decided to make this because I want to voice my opinions and thoughts on this. He's a bit way over his head, to say the least. So yeah, I just want to lay out a few things in regards to this subject, and not only in regards to crypto, actually, in regards to overall thinking when it comes to investing, right? Now, I want to start things off by saying that whatever I said and whatever I'm about to say, of course, applies to projects that are legit, projects that are delivering, not scams, rug pulls, and projects that have malicious codes into their contract. Because if they actually took money from investors, investors are legally, allowed to pursue something in regards to their money being stolen. That's normal. But projects that are legit and teams that are delivering, building, and providing are not responsible solely for the price action of their native asset. That is, upon the market to decide what is the actual value of that asset, regardless of the price that it launches at. That's regardless. So when you are someone who made a bad trade on a certain asset, you are the one who provided your own money. No one promised you that if you invest at this price point here or there, that you're gonna get more money short term, long term, medium term. No one did. So every person should know what they're getting themselves into. You are entering a project that people can provide liquidity to earn GHNY in return, and during the distribution phase, the APYs were much higher than the construction phase right now. Meaning more GHNY were being printed and given to people who are providing liquidity into all of these hives right here, either native ones, mixed ones, stable ones, or mixed ones. So knowing that you are entering a project with high inflation at the beginning, with less and less demand as time goes on in a bear market, how would the price react to this? More tokens are going to be sold on the open market because risk capital is exiting the market right now, not entering it. Risk on assets are being sold for real life goods. People want to survive. We are on the brink of a recession. Hopefully not, though. Interest rates are increasing, oil prices are increasing, normal goods prices are increasing. So this price action, whilst it cannot be predicted, it can be expected. And going back to the original idea of what GrizzlyFi was all about, a person, if they didn't want to take risk in buying the asset, pooling it with another asset, and providing own liquidity to the protocol through these native hives, they could have just did, for example, what I'm doing right now. I actually had more here, but I did take out the stable hives because right now they're under maintenance, so I decided to put this capital elsewhere. But they could have done what I'm doing, right? I'm providing BUSD BNB LP pairs, and I'm earning a very decent APY on this. This 142 estimated revenue, monthly revenue, is something that I'm getting just by providing X amount of money based on whatever the percentage in the hive is. So by doing so, you're literally not losing anything, perhaps a tiny percentage when you stake and unstake, but you're earning more in the native asset. So if many people were doing this and people were profiting from doing this, and you knew this, why take the risk in buying the native asset unless you're a person who believes in the future of the project, want to support it, and you don't care about short-term swings. Now, whenever I feel that the token price has bottoms, perhaps I'm gonna enter and provide, native liquidity. Who knows? But I still believe that we could have more downside price action because of the situation we are in. And when I read this, it reminded me of something I read not so long ago, and I checked my source just to double check. Yeah, there was a guy who actually sued Elon Musk for his Dogecoin losses because, Dogecoin is regarded as the Doge father, and he was someone who was talking about it a lot, tweeting and so on, and people were just flocking money into Dogecoin without even knowing what Dogecoin is, that it's inflationary, that it's just a meme coin used for some payments, but that's it. And if you want to follow the herd and put money into something without knowing what you're doing, and you end up losing, it's no one's fault. He didn't say, guys, buy Dogecoin, you're gonna make millions. He loves the coin, and he's promoting it in a way, meaning talking about it, and that's the end of it. Now, I'm not gonna get into the rights and wrongs of this, but surely, as an investor, if you lost money on this trade, it's nobody else's fault but yours. This needs to be kept in mind, and this is an actual project, not similar to rugs. Now, there was a very, scammy project that also happened not so long ago called Save the Kids. I think a bunch of known gamers decided to make a token, and the idea was they're gonna give to charity and so on, and they ended up stealing the funds. People sold the token at a loss because they were siphoning liquidity, so on and so forth. They didn't acknowledge it, and I think it went under. So imagine people losing money on a scammy project, trying to pursue legal action and failed, versus someone wanting to pursue legal action, with the team that didn't rug, that didn't do anything wrong. They're just building and delivering and actually doing what they're saying they're doing. But the basis is that I lost some money on the token, your token that I traded, and made bad decisions there. It's your fault because, I bought this token because you released it, so I should make a profit, disregarding everything else. Like, you see the logic here?